So we're going to be practicing a moving meditation together. Really, this is a simple yoga sequence that will be leading up to a short round of breath work, as well as a short seated meditation at the end of the demonstration. Now, today you will probably need a pillow, small pillow, like a meditation pillow. And if you are not comfortable with headstands, you may need to practice near a wall so that you can use the wall for support in your headstand. Or you may also choose another inversion, such as a shoulder stand or a broken candlestick, to modify this sequence as well, although I will be teaching and using a headstand myself. Now, during this practice, I want you to be focused on the mind as much or more than you are the body. The idea here is to open up the body and release some stored energy from inside of our core to then help with a short meditation at the end. What tends to happen when we are too tight, when we haven't prepared the body, and we haven't stilled ourselves physically, as well as released some of this pent-up energy that we have within us, is that the mind won't be able to find stillness. The mind won't be able to sit with a single point of focus for any period of time. Now, that being said, I don't want you to be forcing anything in this practice. I don't want you to go too deeply into any of the postures or the movements. I want you to find the very edge or the cusp of your comfort zone, and I want you to be moving, breathing, and focusing there. So, without further ado, we're going to be starting our practice standing today. So beginning by standing near the back of your mat with feet together. The inside edges of the feet should be touching. If you find that the ankles or knees are knocking together and it's somewhat uncomfortable, you may step them out slightly. Otherwise, keep the feet as close as possible. Engaging the thighs, the quadriceps, as though to pull the kneecaps up towards the hips. Squeezing the glutes and driving the hips forward so that they open completely. Gently pinching the shoulder blades back, placing the palms so that they face forward and extending the arms nice and straight, fingertips wide. And when you're ready, gently closing the eyes, making sure that the ears are stacked right over the shoulders. You may need to tuck the chin in just slightly to get a nice straight spine here. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And just settle into the body, finding balance in your posture. Noticing how even in stillness, there is no perfect stillness. There is always a slight adjustment happening. There is always a slight wavering back and forth. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Take a deep inhale, keeping the core engaged, raising the arms up overhead and gazing upwards towards the thumbs. creating a nice straight line with the body. As you exhale, we're going to bend forward from the hips, sweeping the arms out to the side, keeping a micro bend in the knees, and reaching down for the ground.
Holding here for a few brief seconds. And then on your next inhale, coming all the way up,
Rising, creating that nice straight line, core engaged, glutes squeezed,
arms overhead.
gazing up towards the thumbs. Exhale, falling back down towards the ground.
Inhale to rise.
Exhale to fall.
Inhale to rise.
Exhale to fall.
Inhale to rise.
Again, exhale to fall.
Inhale to rise.
Exhale to fall.
Inhale to rise for the final time.
And then exhale to fall.
And hold here briefly. Inhale, lifting halfway, coming up onto the fingertips or bringing the hands to the shins so that you can get a nice straight spine and slightly straightening the legs. You should feel your tailbone pointing back behind you in a nice stretch through the back of the thighs in the hamstrings. From here, we're going to bend the knees and walk the feet out just a little bit, about hip distance apart, with the toes pointing out just slightly, but not too much. And then sink the hips down as deeply as you can into your deep squat or malasana. Resting here for a few moments. You may close the eyes if you choose and just breathe into the posture. Carrying the air into the lungs. It's as if you can breathe so deeply that the air comes down into the bottom of the lungs and then continues down the spine into the hips. Trying to sink deeper into your squat with each exhale. You may even come down onto the palms if you have enough range. But doing your best to keep the chest open, the head high, and the whole body proud. Remaining focused on the body and on the mind, and any sensations that come up. Taking one last deep breath in and out. Raise your hands up, interlacing the fingers and bringing the hands to the back of the head. Gazing towards the front of your mat, and we're going to slowly pivot on the right toe, bringing the right knee down as we internally rotate the leg and tap that knee to the mat. Notice that my heel is lifting, but my toes are planted. I'm pivoting on my toes. Slowly bringing the heel back down to the ground by externally rotating and holding at the top here, pulling the knees out wide to create more space for the hips, sinking as deeply as we can into our squat. Now, pivoting on the left toes, bringing the left knee down towards the mat, and then slowly coming back up, knees out wide, relaxing down into our squat. Pivoting on the right toes, tapping the knee, coming back up. Remember to breathe, no specific pattern here, just move with the breath. Left and right. Left and right. Stay strong, stay stable through the hips and through the core. Left and right. Left and right. Left. Bring the knees out wide at the top. And right. It's all about glute activation here and staying stable through the hips. Last time on each side. Left and right. Now from here you can bring your palms down to the mat, walk your hands forward, setting up in a tabletop position. Laying the tops of the feet flat on the mat, toes pointing backwards, palms spread wide, fingers spread wide, index fingers pointing forward, hands directly beneath the shoulders with a nice straight spine. Knees should be hip distance apart and toes should be pointing straight backwards, creating a shape like a nice stable table. From here, we're going to move into some cat-cows. You may have practiced these before. However, I want you to perform these slowly and very mindfully. The goal is to segment each individual vertebrae of the spine individually as best we can. So in order to do that, we're going to inhale, arch the low back. So activate the low back as much as feels comfortable. Drop the chest towards the mat by retracting, pinching the shoulder blades together, and then slowly gazing up towards the sky. Hold here in your cow posture, taking deep breaths and feeling all along the spinal column. You should feel all the muscles along the spinal column active and engaged, extending the front of the body, the chest, the belly, and even the neck. On an exhale, we're going to squeeze the glutes, posteriorly rotating the hips, tucking the tailbone underneath, activating the core, tightening the six-pack, driving through the palms to push the chest away from the ground, and then dropping the head, gazing towards the knees or the belly button. Holding here for a few deep breaths. In this posture, you should feel the whole front body tight and engaged. The core, the chest, the shoulders, even the glutes as well. Tight and engaged, posteriorly rotating the hips. And you should feel a stretch in the back body. In your next inhale, segmenting the spine, first engaging the low back, pointing the tailbone back and then up if possible. Retracting the shoulder blades, dropping the chest towards the ground, and then gazing up towards the sky. Exhaling, squeezing the glutes, posteriorly rotating the hips, pressing through the palms, and then dropping the head to look at the knees or belly button. Inhale, activating the low back, retracting the shoulder blades, and gazing up. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, posteriorly rotating the hips, pressing through the palms, gazing towards the knees or belly button. Inhale, slowly segmenting, moving like a wave. Exhale. Inhale, creating our waveform, moving slowly, mindfully. Exhale. Inhale. Slowly, mindfully moving like a wave,
like water.
exhale. One last round, inhale.
And exhale.
Coming back to a neutral tabletop position. From here, we're bringing the right palm to the back or the side of the head, pushing through the left palm, twisting to open the chest towards the right side, pointing the elbow up to the air, and then extending the arms straight, pointing the fingers straight up, pressing through the left palm, reaching up nice and high with the right. Slowly bringing the right palm back to the side of the head, closing the chest, squaring it towards the ground, and then dropping the palm down. Lifting the left palm, placing it on the side or the back of the head, pressing through the right, opening the chest to the left side, pointing the elbow up, and then finally extending the left arm straight, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky, gazing up towards the sky as well, and pressing through the right palm. Bring that left palm to the back of the head once again, squaring the chest to the ground, bring the left palm back down. We're going to continue this for another 7 rounds on either side. Right palm to the head, opening the chest, reaching high, and slowly coming back down in the same manner. Left side, palm to the back of the head, opening the chest, reaching high, coming down in the same manner. Continue to breathe with your movement, no specific order, just breathe and keep moving mindfully. Right palm to the head, opening the chest, reaching for the sky, coming back down. Left palm to the head, opening the chest, reaching for the sky, and back down. Right side. And down. Left side. And down. Right side. And down. Left side. And down. Right side. And down. Left side. And down. Last round, right side. And down. Left side. And down. From here, we're going to be moving into our headstand. So if you need it, be close to a wall to support you from the back body. Otherwise, we're going to begin by setting up our forearms on the floor, interlacing the fingers. Make sure that you untuck your last pinky so that it doesn't get pinched. I'm going to set my elbows up about shoulder width, and I'm going to drop the top of my head, not my forehead, but the top of my head into my hands. I'm going to pull my hands around my head and drive as firmly as I can into my elbows and forearms. From there, tucking the toes underneath,
lifting the hips up high and walking the toes in slightly. You have two options. You can slowly lift one leg up and then the second leg up slowly and mindfully, coming into your tuck headstand, or you may pike press if you have the strength. Slowly coming up into your headstand, finding a fixed point on the ground to focus on for balance. Slowly finding your straight line. Continue driving into those forearms, into those elbows, and breathing. When you find your straight line, your body will feel light. When all of your joints are stacked, you will feel weightless. If you are struggling, if you are straining, you are not stacked. You are not straight. If you are straight, hold and rest. Breathe deeply into the belly, into the chest. Slowly coming back down.
And relaxing in child's pose for a brief moment. Knees out wide, arms extended straight ahead of you, resting the chin or the forehead on the mat. Toes together, melting the chest towards the floor, melting the heels or the hips towards the heels. Taking deep breaths. Slowly coming up. We're going to roll onto the back, coming to a supine position. And lying down when you are comfortable. Bringing the arms out to the side of the body, creating a T shape, palms facing upward. Bringing the bottoms of the feet to the floor, heels tucked close to the hips, knees pressed together, ankles pressed together. From here, we're going to drop the knees to our right side, keeping the knees and the ankles stacked, reaching the knees to the floor, and then gazing towards our left palm, keeping the shoulder pressed down to the mat, keeping the entire upper body pressed down to the mat, twisting through the spine. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Bringing the knees back to neutral, and then slowly dropping them to the left side, gazing to the right, and holding for a few breaths here. Coming back to neutral, dropping the knees to the right, gazing to the left. Coming back to neutral, knees to the left, gazing to the right. One last time, coming back to neutral, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Neutral, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Slowly coming back to the neutral position,
extending both legs straight and setting up our fish pose, tucking the palms underneath of the hips, retracting the shoulder blades, pinching them together behind us, driving the elbows into the ground, bringing the forearms as close together as we can, arching the back, dropping the head back behind us, seeing if we can reach it to the mat, but just tapping. All of the weight of the body, or most of it, should be in the forearms and elbows. Very, very little should be on the head and the neck. Breathing, keeping the shoulder blades retracted. And then slowly releasing the posture, lying down flat on the mat, palms facing upward, feet out just slightly, about hip distance, shoulder blades slightly retracted, neck long, spine flat to the ground. Hold here and breathe. Maintain an awareness on the body. Maintain an awareness on the senses. When you're ready, slowly extend your right arm up above you and roll onto your right side. And rise up. Coming to a seated position, you may choose to use your pillow now to find a comfortable seat. Once you are seated on your pillow, you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together, going for a few flaps in our butterfly pose to open up our hips, interlacing the fingers, wrapping them around the toes, flapping the knees, engaging the glutes to pull the knees down as close to the ground as you can. You may close the eyes. Move slowly, move mindfully, and really slowly bring your awareness deep into the hips, deep into the body. Keep squeezing your glutes, driving the knees down towards the floor, feeling into your seat. And from there, slowly setting up whatever seated, cross-legged position is most comfortable for you. Sitting with a tall, straight spine. Resting the hands on the knees. And when you're ready, slowly closing the eyes, drawing the awareness to the hips. To steady the mind, we're going to begin our seated practice with a breathing ratio technique. So bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how it feels, the quality of the inhales, the quality of the exhales. Notice the relationship between the inhale and exhale. Notice the connection between the two.
There really is no clear separation between one and the other. They are one smooth, reciprocal movement. Now, take a deep breath in, completely filling the lungs. And completely exhale, drawing the belly button in, releasing all air from the lungs and holding briefly. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Allow your breathing to move at its own pace. Bringing your awareness to the base of the spine, to your seat. As you inhale, slowly drawing your awareness up the spine to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, drawing the awareness slowly from the crown of the head, down the neck, through the back and chest, into the core, and back down to the hips. Inhaling, drawing the awareness up. Exhaling, drawing the awareness down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Continuing to breathe at your own pace, drawing the awareness up and down in sequence with the breath. Slowly now, for the final few moments, draw your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, keeping the eyes closed gently. and focusing on the eyebrow center for the remainder of the practice today. Not forcing the awareness to stay in one place. Focusing the gaze, but allowing the awareness to shift as it chooses. Detaching yourself from your own awareness and simply observing. Where does it go? What fills the mind? Fix your gaze. Relax your awareness. Fix your gaze, but relax your awareness. Fix your gaze, but relax your awareness. Take one final deep breath in and sigh it out through the mouth. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your palms together and rub them. Faster, creating heat, creating energy. And then slowly cover your eyes. Behind your palms, slowly open the eyes. Slowly spread the fingertips and gently draw the palms away. I hope you enjoyed our moving meditation. I hope that you understand how the body, the breath, and the mind all play into one interrelated system and really are one system. When you open the body and you release its energy, it helps to still the mind. Hope you enjoyed our moving meditation. Have a wonderful day, and I am wishing you well.